everybody, and welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa. No, your screen is not broken. I'm not feeling the best, but I still wanted to show up for the fam bam, so I am doing the show incognito. But Westwood, the one and only, will be here to join me with his smiling face in real life for you guys right after this. So give us a like, share the video, and let's see what's going on this October 17th. Oh, yay, it worked right.
All right, perfect. The lovely Litecoin Lisa coming to us from behind enemy lines. She's on location this week, so, you know.
Yeah. Mostly I just look terrible and I feel even worse. So thank you, Zach. I missed
mighty shirt. Cheer you up with red.
Yeah, that was so sweet. I jumped on and Westwood was wearing Team Mighty shirt and repping the red because we remember everyone deployed every Friday. We love it. Oh, let me turn on comments so I can get everybody's.
Yeah, we can get that up there.
Bam bam in here.
Absolutely. Thanks for showing up.
Nana, coffee. Moto.
The Moto King.
Marky. Zach. ADN. Aquarian done napping.
Yes.
Charlie G. Got a bunch of the crew in here. Thank you all for wishing me well. I appreciate it. That's very sweet. I will be fine. It's like nothing critical. It's like sinus infection stuff, like residual of whatever. But I just feel like dog meat.
Dang. So. It's horrible.
Yeah. But Westwood's here bright and shiny.
I am. Stars in my eyes because the lovely Litecoin Lisa's here.
You're so sweet. He's what I look like in real life.
Yeah.
I am wearing red.
Ooh. Sorry about that.
There's proof. Shut up.
You look lovely today, Lisa. I love that blonde flowing hair.
It's not flowing. You know it.
Oh. I have no idea what you're talking about. Get your popcorn. You should have made some popcorn.
The world looks better through rose-colored glasses, right?
Definitely. I'll just do this.
There we go.
Feeling blue. Feeling red.
There you go.
Kind of weird. I got these at Dollar General.
Feeling clear.
Yeah. Clarity of thought.
Clarity is in the middle. Somewhere in the middle, not blue.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I like that for sure.
Yeah.
So a couple of good news things. We had, I hope I can share this. The evil one, Prince Andrew, finally stepped down.
About time.
Gave up his title even. And I thought it was really interesting how he signed it. He signed it ENDS. So this is a statement. In discussion with the king, my immediate family and wider family concluded to continue accusations about me distracted from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. Well, which majesty? Anyway, I've decided, as always, to put my duty, my family, country first, stand by a decision 5 years ago, and stand back from public life. With His Majesty's agreement, I wonder who the His Majesty is. Is it the one that walks in front of his brother, the king, I think, maybe? Anyway, we'll see. We feel I must now go a step further, and therefore I will no longer use my title or the honors which have been conferred upon me. I have said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me. Whatever, a liar's gonna lie. But anyway, this is on October 17th, Friday at 1900 hours, which is what, 7? Oh, well, that's in England, so I don't know.
UTC time. I think they're 5 hours ahead, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
You know, I can't do the math on that. But I thought this way of signing it, ENDS, was interesting. I don't know if that is his initial or if that's how they politely sign over there, like the end, like when you
Oh, like the end, like a telegram or something.
yeah,
Or,
remember how
a telegraph.
telegrams used to send and they would
Yeah,
say
end
and say end
or stop.
stop? Yeah.
Yeah. I could be. I don't know. Who knows?
But with that going on, and then there's so many things.
The Venezuela thing's killing me.
That's the best one. Okay, well, let me
Holy
find the
cow.
video for that. Hold on. That's
Man,
the
oh,
best
man.
one. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do stop sharing. I think I have to go to our Telegram group for that one.
He's agreeing to everything. He's throwing everything at it. You know why?
Yeah, we know.
Friday fun in the Oval Office.
See, I can't. This is terrible though, because I think I can't get it to play without doing. I thought I forwarded this though. Okay, but it'll be on Fox News. So give me a minute to find that. Talk amongst yourselves. Tell somebody something, and then I'm gonna
tell somebody something.
Yeah.
Don't be a victim, especially to your own mind.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk silver to Litecoin ratio.
There you go.
All right, so this is something I talked about on a video earlier this week. I like looking at ratios. I like looking at like Litecoin and Digibyte. I do that a lot. You know, and right now it's back up to like one Litecoin equals 14,000 Digibyte. It got down to under 13,000, but it got as high as really about 17,000 here recently. It's just a little game you can play. Johnny Litecoin Johnny, he talks about that a lot. The ratios. One that I particularly like to look at is, especially now, is the silver, an ounce of silver to Litecoin. What's that ratio? Right now it's about, well, earlier today it was around 1 point, it got as low as 1.6, I think. So 1.6 ounces of silver would buy one Litecoin. And to me, anytime it ever goes under 2, to where you can take 2 ounces of silver and buy one Litecoin, that's kind of your buy zone or trade zone for me. Just because I start thinking about it, I'm thinking, okay, so 2 ounces of silver and you can get one Litecoin. And then because I start running the math in my head, 84 million Litecoin. We've got, this group buying $1 million worth of Litecoin, this group, then there's only so much. So it's a finite asset that you're chasing. And when it goes to that 2 to 1, that's when I start getting interested. And right now, like an hour or so ago, I looked, it was like 1.75 ounces of silver buys you one Litecoin. To me, I'd be like, take the frickin' silver and put it into Litecoin. That's just me because I'm looking at ratios. I'm not married to those things. I love them both. So I don't care if I'm stuck with either one. This is how I look at it, so I'm not playing ratios on, zinc or something.
Are you saying when you're married, you're stuck with somebody?
Well, for a time. Yes.
That was terrible.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah.
It just slipped out. The stream of consciousness. I can't help it. I'm drowning in it.
It's okay.
So,
just had to call you out.
Waters of life overflowing upon me. So no, I look at that's pretty funny that you mentioned that and say it that way. Yeah, I didn't even give it a thought. So why I should have made better decisions in my life, I guess. I should have thought things through a little bit.
No regrets.
Yeah, no regrets. That's the only tattoo I'll get. No regrets. And I don't even regret this. Okay, so that ratio of Litecoin to silver, anytime it goes under 2 ounces of silver for one Litecoin, I think that's a pretty good swap. Because at some point, Litecoin's got to run, right? I mean, look at the charts, look at everything that's happening. I mean, ETFs pending. I mean, all this stuff. Crypto legislation, all these things are in the hopper. They're taking us digital. That's what they want to do. And so you've got a run up in silver, a pretty significant run up. And the thing is, though, this is the mentality. And I had a conversation today. It's like, well, you would do that? I mean, silver's still going up. It's going to keep going up. Whenever I hear that on any asset, I don't care what it is. And I know the fundamentals of silver, and I know silver is way undervalued. But whenever I hear people start saying that and I see lines out the door and everybody talking about an asset, I get a little shaky and nervous and kind of worried about it, just from the standpoint of, if everybody's in a trade, you know, it's one-sided and it can't just keep going up at that point, even if the fundamentals are good. So looking at that ratio, I'm like, yeah, anything under 2 ounces of silver, get you one Litecoin, I'd do it all day long. And then it will reverse, though, at some point, where you might be able to take one Litecoin and get 10 ounces of silver. And so you just got to look at the historical ratio between the two and find your sweet spot, what you're willing to kind of do. But I would not do it with assets that you don't want to hold, because you might be holding them for 5 years. You know what I mean? I mean, for that ratio to correct and get where you want it. Usually it doesn't take that long, but it could. So you don't want to be stuck holding something that you don't want. But it is something to look at, just watch those ratios between different assets that are valuable.
Yeah, and staying in those hard assets,
Yeah, right. Because you can
hard
use both of them.
asset.
They're both great. And it's just, I see one is very undervalued right now, and I see one that's, it's run up quite a bit. So if you bought it for $25 and it's like $52, and I hate to use the dollar, but that's the barometer. And and then the other one just hasn't moved. It's kind of like, and it looks poised to move pretty hard. And nobody wants it right now, and everybody wants this one. So whenever everybody wants this and nobody wants this, I'm looking at this, no matter what it is. And so that's just my thinking. A little contrarian view.
No, it is good. I was watching a really amazing interview with Judy Shelton on the story with Michelle McCory on the Miles Franklin channel. And she really talked about, a lot of things that sound like they could come to fruition. She talked about Trump bringing the gold-backed treasuries by no later than next 4th of July, 26, introducing 50-year gold-backed treasuries and how that would all play out. She talked about a U.S. stable coin. I can't remember what she called it, but it was like, I wanted to say solid or something like that, but it was like U.S. something. I can't remember. Anyway, but it's a term that's been used before. And then she talked about how the IMF has previously revalued gold themselves by doing a same-day sale of gold without changing possession with another country to revalue gold. Well, what we're seeing right now with this whole Venezuela thing and Trump doing, this deal and all that, I'm wondering if that couldn't be a same-day swap kind of thing, just with the timing of all of this. The National Guard is at all these big cities. He's basically made the insurrection statement again, which I'll show everybody that on a tweet later. He's given the warning to Maduro, which I did find. Let's see, share screen. Like, everything's set up to say, play nice, everybody go home. We don't want any
Right, because that's the thing. If you've got National Guard troops in the big cities where things could break out already, it's a big deterrent for chaos breaking out. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what you're getting at. Already got things deployed to where it's going to mitigate any, madness that might occur.
Yeah, and the what's his name? The sheriff for Riverside County made a statement and said, "I'm here to protect your First Amendment rights, but I'm also here to make sure that let's see, where is it sharing? To make sure that we will arrest everyone and who terrorizes Riverside County. So I'll be there to protect your First Amendment right, but know this: while I'm there, we'll arrest everyone who terrorizes Riverside County." So, and this was just after Trump had made, this is what I was talking about. This sounds just like what he said on J6. So he's talking about, he's not talking to Zelensky, but he's talking about, okay, we had this meeting with Putin, and then he says, and that it's time to stop the killing, make a deal. Enough blood has been shed with property lines being defined by war and They should stop where they are. Let both claim victory. Let history decide. No more shooting, no more death, no more vast, unsustainable sums of money spent. This is a war that would have never started were I president. Thousands of people are being slaughtered each and every week. No more. Go home to your families in peace. That statement by itself has to legally be made before he can declare an insurrection. And here's the royal titles thing. Earlier today, the Georgia thing happened. Here it is.
Oh, we have the great Newt Gingrich. Newt, you agree with us? Good. Otherwise, I'd have him dismissed immediately from the, you know, his wife, as you know, is
Why did they just call him the Newt Gingrich?
with us? Good. Otherwise, I'd have him dismissed immediately. It's true. I know I won too. Oh, we have the great Newt Gingrich. Newt, you agree with us? Good. Otherwise, I'd have him dismissed immediately from the, you know, his wife, as you know, is becoming an ambassador to a great country, Callista. So congratulations. So we're going to take a picture. And the only reason I'm doing it, he speaks so well of me. He said, I'll go down as the greatest president in history. And then he blew it. He said, I'm not sure if I put him above Washington or Lincoln. So I'm not that happy about that, dude.
I've got a question.
Does that mean Newt Gingrich is actually the president right now? The way he said that? I don't know. That sounded weird.
I don't know.
That sounded really weird. He said, I'll go down as the greatest president. I don't know. Interesting. The Argentinian politician collapses, declares dead after a debate. And then they're showing this is what, you know, the opposite of what we're wanting for the US dollar, of course, but what, you know, Trump had talked about bringing manufacturing in. To bring manufacturing in, he needed a weaker dollar. And Judy kind of pushed back on that a little bit and said, it's not that we need a weaker or a stronger dollar, it's that we need a dollar we can trust. And then she went into talking about the constitutional dollar stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then where was the one? I thought that was the one where he cussed him out. It's this one, I'm sorry.
There you go.
It's in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do in order to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Bang.
It's one of those memes. Oh,
Yes.
you know, like, oh, no, wait, I got my glasses. I got to do that.
Yeah, you gotta do this.
Like, dang, happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday.
That's some strong language. Yeah.
Man.
Instead of them giving, so I guess Ukraine asked for tomahawks, but there's actually, I don't know if they're tomahawks. I think they're B-2s off the coast of Venezuela.
I mean, yeah, things seem to be getting all tied up, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
A nice little box.
It seems like it.
I know there's something coming. I mean, it's got to be the economic reset. It's got to be the monetary reset in my mind. When was the first time that Q posted? I think it was 2017, October, end of October near Halloween. I think the 30th maybe or something.
Something like that.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Because there are some, what did Kash Patel said something that was very similar language to one of those posts. I mean, they know what's going on. They're either using those posts to manipulate people and playing into it, or they're fulfilling it. It's one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
October 29th.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, no, it says October 28th.
It was around Halloween, I remember. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We'll have a Delta maybe that fruition, because that's what, 8 years ago? Oh man. Is that right? I think it was 2017.
It's 8 years because that's the year we got married.
Okay, there you go.
anniversary. So yeah, 8 years.
Right then. Wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So a couple days after we got
Mhm.
married, then Q posted, and then we've all been on this wild ride ever since.
Yes,
So
we have. And then you've got a birthday coming up next week.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just had his 15th on Monday. Yep. It goes fast.
Yes, it does. It sure does. I posted a song the other day in the chat by the Wildflowers. It's called One Headlight. That's an older one. And then there's a line in there that says, "Man, I ain't changed, but I know I ain't the same." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I ain't changed, but I ain't the same. You feel the same, just don't look the same. Don't feel, you know what I mean, differences. But I don't know. Same inside. Goes fast.
Yeah, but you just have explored more of who you are or been able to like, express yourself and learn about yourself as well, get in different situations and
Got to fulfill that soul contract.
yeah,
There's still time, Lisa. There's still time before that bus picks us up.
apparently.
Yep.
Apparently.
Probably don't feel that way this week, though.
No, I feel like I got hit by a bus this week.
Gotcha.
I was doing the show with Sean, and then I thought it was allergies kicking up, and I think it was the beginning of all this kind of
Sinus stuff.
setting in sinus stuff. Yeah. And then I was like, I gotta go.
I got a little bit of it that kicked in probably yesterday or so, or the day before. I started noticing something because I can tell when it's coming on. I'm like, why am I getting a little bit of a headache? Because I never get headaches, and I'm thinking, did I eat something different?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm like, no, I'm eating the same stuff, beef and chocolate. I'm good. So I'm like, okay, it's not that. And so now I realize, because I woke up this morning and I was just a little bit, I don't know, just didn't feel right. And, blow my nose and I'm like, okay, now, but here's the thing. And I can kind of feel it just a little bit in my chest, but it is probably 15% of what it's ever been before. Because usually when I get it, it knocks me down.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's already kind of passed through within a day. And usually it's like a 3-day thing. And then it's the next few days after that to recover. But I mean, I've been very fortunate, knock on wood, that it's gone through me quick. And I think it's because I'm much healthier. I mean,
Yeah.
than
Eating
I
really
used-
good
right, than I used to be.
outside.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a great reminder that we are coming into like fall and winter, and it's just natural that we're going to be inside more. And one of the biggest things that Cliff taught us was about like the low D on the
Yes,
people
vitamin
that got
D.
really, really sick, vitamin D.
Yep.
And so we need sunlight. That is like if you watch my old videos with Dr. Reg, the spark of life is the same thing as chlorophyll, like the green light, all that. We need the sunlight. And so in the winter, in the fall, we need to all be taking, and I'm not a doctor, clearly, but everybody look into how many IUs of vitamin D you take. I think I take 10,000 a day or something is when I'm a good girl. But I need to get back on it.
Oh, you weren't taking it?
No, because the days, it's been so sunny and it's been great. And I'm outside all the time and I love the sun and all that. So I really had gotten lax on taking my vitamin D. And we're moving, all my stuff's put away. Like I haven't been taking care of myself. Sure. So I need to get my stuff out. And, even though I feel, like I'm transitioning camping, I still need to take care of myself in this time. And it's just a good reminder, like you have to stop and put the oxygen mask on you first and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So, and everybody needs to do that for themselves as well. So it's just easier sometimes to just keep going and think it's going to go away.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it's just kind of a perfect storm of things for you then. The moving, the selling the house, moving, I mean, coming here, traveling, just a lot of things that happened and not taking the vitamin D. So yeah.
Yeah.
Seasons changing.
And the days
all
are
that.
shorter. So even if you were like normally outside, so however many hours or had the opportunity to be outside, our days are getting shorter.
Yep.
So even in that, we're just getting less sunlight. And we just really need, like, we are part of the light, part of the sunlight, and we just need that. So, yeah.
Agreed. I think that's a big thing. Why do you think flu spreads in the winter? I mean, because there's less sunlight. I mean, nobody's out in the sun. How many people are sick? I mean, really sick. I mean, get the flu in the summertime. You don't hear flu outbreaks in the summer. But once winter comes, like you said, everybody locked in the house, not getting any sunlight. Days are so short, you can't get any. You don't want to go outside because it's cold. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just what happens.
No, I get it for sure.
Yeah. Well, I hope you feel better.
Thanks. I am. I'm already feeling better. I just am like not 100% there, but I wanted to show up for the community, and I love our fam bam and our magical internet friends. And
I got chemtrails on my note. Anybody seen chemtrails? I know that there's a lot of chatter that nobody's seeing them. I'm curious, anybody in the chat, have you been seeing chemtrails since the government shut down? I have not, which I told my daughter this morning. I said, you see them spraying the sky at all? And she's like, no, I haven't. And usually, since we've got rain coming tomorrow, they would have done it yesterday and today. And I've seen nothing. I'm looking out now. So I don't know.
Whatever storms, yeah, because we're expecting storms. So it'll be a natural storm.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
It sounds like it. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
it's just a regular front coming through. It's been warm. It was close to 80 today. Tomorrow it'll drop as it comes through, and then Sunday I think it's gonna be like 60. So it'll bring some cool air in. But and a thunderstorm possibly, because of the warmth. And then it'll cool off. So, but usually here when we know we're gonna get rain, it's like clockwork. You see the checkerboards, you see them spraying, you see those contrails, chemtrails, whatever you want to call them, but you see them. And I have not seen them leading up to this storm. So that's interesting to me. I'm just curious if anybody else has noticed that.
Aquarium Dead Napping says they're still spraying in St. Louis.
All right. That's what I wanted to know.
So that may be how they're ginning up the storm to get it to float to you.
Okay. Well, it could be. So I'm just curious because I've heard people talking about, I haven't seen any since the government shut down. And I haven't either, but I mean, I'm just right here, myopic vision,
Well, I'm the same way. Yeah. We're all where we're at.
Right.
Very interesting.
Did anybody see Andromeda last night? I went out and looked and I wasn't sure where to look, and I saw some things, but I wasn't sure if I saw the Andromeda galaxy in the.
I saw a NyQuil in the back of my eyelids.
All right, then. Gotcha.
That's what I saw. You can call it Andromeda.
I was seeing stars or something.
I was seeing stars for sure.
All right, then. Just curious. I don't know. I feel like big things are coming.
Cliff is talking about that Atlas 3 is supposed to arrive on my birthday,
right?
On my birthday.
Is it?
The 21st, Told him
we come in peace.
Yes, we come in peace. Maybe that's who Trump's talking to when he made that statement.
I don't know. But I mean, if something like that is coming where we have, contact, communication, something like that, it would make sense why things are kind of getting all buttoned up.
Or he made the statement, hey, go home, go be in peace with your families, whatever. If he was making a statement to, what's not a commit.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Like I've said before, it doesn't change my view of anything, doesn't change how I behave. I mean, it's, there's all this talk that religions are going to be, upset and turned over, and everybody's going to lose faith in everything they believed in. And it's kind of like, if you hold fast to one thing, I mean, that's a sign of not being intelligent. I mean, you've got to be able to adapt and change, when the circumstances change. If you're held to one belief system and that's the only belief system, then you're not going to be able to adapt to circumstances as they change. And so, but there are a lot of people like that, to where it's just, people are very dogmatic and will not, they're just, I mean, you got a brain for a reason to be able to think and reason, and you just gotta, I'm not dogging anything, it's just that so many people are trapped in like this enslaved in a certain mindset and not thinking, why they are, and I mean, what happens if aliens show up? I mean, what's that do to your belief system? Are they demons? I mean, how do you label them, I guess? And what if they're telepathic and communicating to you, and then you're like back and forth, and I don't know. It's a big universe.
It would really be interesting to see what the Dems response would be, or what a Democrat person response would be, because wait, you welcome immigrants,
Right.
right?
Right. Give them a UBI check.
Yeah, give them a check and a card and let them move into your house and
Yeah.
welcome them.
Right on. Right on. As long as it's not like Signs, the movie, those aliens.
Oh, even them. It's just their belief. We welcome all their beliefs.
Yep.
That's how they.
It really doesn't concern me. It really doesn't. I'm not going to change anything I do.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. Very interesting.
Yep.
It's really pushing the boundary where we're seeing like we've always been this, oh, we're the open arms, we're the melting pot, whatever. And it's like, well, not really. Like, we were founded on Judeo-Christian beliefs. And, I'm not the theologist to get into all that, but
Yeah.
it's a republic. Yes. But when your religion infringes on my freedoms, then that is not okay. And so this whole movement with like Sharia law and
Right, that's a problem.
Momdami craziness,
it
yeah, all that kind of stuff. That is not the American dream. That is infiltration of our country, and that's that's not what we were founded on. That's not what goes back to the Constitution, which is our God-given rights, which they don't believe in our God. In fact, Israel, Netanyahu, I don't even know, it was last week or something, was talking about, he was saying the same things about Jesus that the Muslims say about Jesus, that he's just a teacher and he's not actually like God. And anyway, I just thought it was kind of crazy.
Not of the same substance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, believe whatever you want, but the thing is, when it carries into action and you persecute people for their beliefs, then that's a problem. Like you're saying, believe whatever you want, but can't go around killing people because you believe in the wrong God.
Right. Melissa Red Pill shared a video that about the people being released and what they're saying and what they're not saying about the other people. And it says that let's see, people are talking about 20 Israeli hostages, but nobody's talking about the 2,000 Palestinian hostages that were released. And then this one guy talks about, and you look at the difference between the two, and you can use your own brain and decide what you think is real and who was really to do this video, a prisoner or not. But like, it's interesting to see like who was really held hostage and who was really tortured. And why is the news not talking about any of the 2,000 Palestinian hostages?
Oh, they're subhuman. I mean, that's kind of the attitude, and that's the narrative that it's always been there. It's, they equate everyone in Palestine as Hamas. It's Hamas and they're terrorists. It's like, I mean, come on, man. I mean, you go in and devastate an entire region. I mean, you think everybody's a freaking terrorist? Well, I would be if you did that to my family, I guess, and when you do those kinds of things. But it's just this blanket sweeping generalization that gets painted in the media that, okay, all these people are just, this, generalized. I mean, you get kids. I mean, women. I mean, it's just like, not all people are bad. Most people are good. Just saying, it's only a few bad apples, and usually they're government funded by state-sponsored terrorism created by the same people that are saying that they're being attacked. That's just how it is.
Yeah, here was the difference in the two hostages. If you see the girl on the one side and then the other guy, so I don't know who. And then this guy talks about how they treated him and
abducted. So I'm going to read to you what he says happened. He says there was no food or water, and if you did have food and you ate it like sitting up regular, it was forbidden. If you wanted to eat, you had to bow down. And I spent a year and 3 months eating like this. I ate like this, and if they noticed you trying to eat sitting up, you'd be tortured. They'd grab you and drag you from your edge of your door, and they would pull you by your hand. He says, just before I was released, he handcuffed me without telling me I was going home. So he's injured his hand. It's a fresh injury you can see right there. He said, we were thrown into the abyss. No one informed us. We were shocked. He said, give me your hand. And he checked it. He took my fingerprint. So this is what happened. He says, I told him it was bleeding, but he just crushed it and he handcuffed it. He said, look, I was just before my release. You can see this injury, not to mention the bone breaking, the policy they used in the 1980s. They're using it now in the prisons. He says they broke all of his bones. Look at his hand. It was never set properly. No cast, no treatment, no medicine. We begged, he says, for just a little bit of tablet to kill the pain. They're being tortured.
they made him kiss their.
He crushed my hand. He tortured me. He handcuffed my hand. He tortured me for hours. He crushed, just continually being mistreated at the hand of these people. They get obviously glee out of this. He crushed my hand, and he tortured me. Not to mention all the other detainees without food or water. Now, he says we were thrown into the abyss. We didn't even know what day it was. We're lawyers. And she said he was about the colleagues. She said, just tell him. I told her, no, I'm not fine.
So he talks about his wife coming to see him and whatever. And he goes back and reaches and, hugs his wife, whatever. And meanwhile, when the other ones are freed, you see them healthy and whatever and jumping out and screaming boo at each other. Like, did you see that?
I didn't see it, but yeah, I mean,
it was very odd. Very
they've
odd.
been held for 2 years or whatever it is. I mean, yeah, it's like nurses dancing during COVID kind of thing, huh?
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense on some of it.
Goyim, they're all goyim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are not the same. This is not the same.
The whole thing's got to end. I mean, the whole thing, this whole dollar-based system, with all this war and all of this nonsense of creating enemies and division, I mean, it's got to end. I mean, it has to end. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, most people, you don't go down the street, because somebody looks different or believes differently than you do. How often do you do that? Where you want to punch them in the face or something, or you want to take them, you know what I mean? It's just like, I mean, we deal with different people all day long. And it's not like we want to go out and do these things. It's always the state, it's always this group of tyrants that run things that, have ulterior motives. And it's just this big war machine. And it's got to end.
Yeah. And it is ending. Lee brings up that Alaska was flooded. Just right before Alaska was flooded, there was a huge sex ring bust where they took out a bunch of places where they were child sex trafficking. And then the flood happened. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, flooded out, right? Yeah, it is. That's what happened in Texas and then
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah. I don't know. It's
maybe that same thing happened in Hawaii. Maybe they busted a big sex ring there.
Who knows?
We just don't know. We never heard about the sex ring part. But I saw the stuff about Alaska. They took down they took possession. I thought this was interesting. They in the FBI statement, they said they took possession of the strip bar. And I was like, huh? Why are you telling people? I mean, we've heard of that. Like if you get caught doing drugs, and you're
they confiscate the assets and
bar or whatever.
Yeah.
But they said they took possession of the strip bar. And they saw that these young people were being trafficked, whatever. And then that was how the whole thing was being run, whatever. But I thought it was interesting for them to bring that up and to kind of put that little nugget out there into people's minds because, you know, Executive Order 13, I think it's 848, says that if you are involved in crimes against humanity, all of your assets, and that means every physical thing you own, yourself, your IP, your identity, your everything, every idea you ever thought, everything you own that has value goes into the United States Treasury.
Yeah.
And so if this many people are really being, there was another pervert.
By explaining Prince Andrew, huh?
Yeah. Well, there you go. All his assets should be in the U.S. Treasury.
I mean, Charles was buddies with Jimmy Savile.
There you go.
I mean, come on. This guy was like the biggest, massive, you know, pervert pedophile out there. And they were friends.
And how did they send each other money to Lee's point? Through the banks.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, what the BCCI, I mean, there's all these drug laundering banks that are always getting busted for stuff. I don't even know if that's what it was, but I mean, what's the deal with George Bush? Remember the whole guarantee thing, or what the heck was it? The savings and loan scandal back in the 90s. And then, I mean, when you start looking at it, there's probably more that meets the eye of these banks going under, you know, at different times. What were they involved in? What happened? Was it just a cover up? You know, let's crash that bank and let's make that go away, just like the Alfred Murrah building, just like Building 7, you know, all these little convenient things that just implode upon themselves. That's what they do.
What's crazy to me is like here, good-hearted Americans are terrified to pull out more than, well, it used to be 10,000. Now I've heard it's
they earned.
Yes, to $600 that you get a suspicious reporting thing sent in on you.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I know people that have young children that were working in, you know, legal weed businesses, whatever, but there were $50,000 checks showing up in their, you know, 18, 19-year-old's account. And they're like, huh? And they call the bank and say, something's wrong here. You need to check into this. And the bank says, nope, we won't.
No, we're good.
No, that's not suspicious to report.
Nope. No.
Like,
yeah, they're notorious for laundering drug money.
Yeah, they're not concerned about the truth.
No.
Protecting it.
That's why that whole thing needs to implode. It's a dishonest system that doesn't work, and it's only for those people. It works for those people who run it. I mean, that's about it. You know, the good old boys club.
Yep.
Be your own bank. Litecoin.
That's right.
Well, shameless plug-in. I mean, it's true though. I mean, it's just like we've lost the sight of what decentralized money is and the ability to use it peer-to-peer, to be able to use it outside of any system. It's just a bunch of code running on computers that people volunteer to run and mine. And it's in that decentralized aspect. It's just that, why are we still playing this game when we've got tools to use? Oh, that's right. Number go up, you know, and I can get more fiat for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you now. And it's just, we lost our ideals already. I mean, it was only 2009 when Bitcoin came out. Have we forgotten the reason why it's here?
And in that situation, anytime number goes up, or not number goes up, I'm sorry, but when you're using a debt-based asset, you're taking from someone and somebody's losing instead of building something together, like with crypto and both of you winning. And that was the lighthouse for me when Mom showed us Litecoin community and what Litecoin was and what cryptocurrency was. And I was like, wait a minute. This is the first time where, like, what I've been trying to do with nonprofit work all these years, what I thought was like build a community. We're all more together. We have resources, and then we can help more people together because we're more together.
Yep. But
then every time it got into corporate donations and all that, it was only so many slices of the pie.
Right.
You know, it was a finite resource. And then the backstabbing and all that kind of stuff. But when Mom showed us cryptocurrency, and it was like, no, choose to take your energy out of that corrupt vampire system, put it in this decentralized system with like-minded people. Hey, we all kind of believe this way. This is what our coin's about. These are what the standards are. And it's transparent, you know, so you're taking whatever risk. You have to be responsible for yourself, but you can stand within this community and we can all put energy into this. And then somebody else goes, wow, I like that. I'm going to build instead of putting money into that. I'm going to use my energy and build development with that. And that brings the community up. And that to me is like the most healthy environment to be in, is when you can be in a decentralized community where people can choose to stand in their power and with their boundaries of holding their own energy.
100% agree. You nailed it. I mean, we need to focus on what that really means and start doing it instead of worrying about when when am I going to get rich and when am I going to retire? It's like, I don't want to retire. I don't want to do maybe the same things I'm doing now, but I make those changes today. And, start doing the things that you want to do right now. Now, you might not be able to do it at the scale because you don't have the resources or enough energy, stored energy, whatever it is to do it. But if you're not doing it now, you're never going to do it. That's basically it. I mean, if you don't help somebody now, what makes you think you're going to help somebody later? Oh, I'll be very charitable when I'm rich. Okay. I mean, seriously.
No, I'm with
I
you.
mean, you got to build it right now. You got to start doing it right now. And I agree with you. I mean, these decentralized communities, I look at what happens in Litecoin. I look at what happens in Digibyte. I see what these people do. And it's like, they do it out of their own time. They don't get paid to do this. They just want to build because they see a better future. And that's why it is where it is right now. I mean, if nobody had done it and said, well, I'm waiting for a number to go up, it needs to be, $500, and then we'll start working on it. I mean,
once the government puts enough money into the ETF, then I will believe in it.
Once the banks, get an ETF, then,
I'll do it for me. Then I'm going to be rich. You guys, if you're hanging your hat on the banks doing it for you, like, you
good luck with
feel
that
too.
Yep.
That is not the thing.
No. Find what you love and do it now.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's it. No matter what capacity, no matter how little that you can do toward it, we'll keep working toward it and build your future today. If you don't do it, it's not going to be there tomorrow. It's just not going to be. You have to do it today. And so quit making excuses and get out there and do it.
I totally agree. And that's where, like, when we talk about, Cliff talks about, and we've been discussing like time and how I believe that we've been manipulated to store our energy into fiat, which is, I think, the black box, all of that we know we can, that's a long discussion, but anyway, the 4D, to think that our time is our only value, but it's not our only value. And that's the lie. And so for us to move to the 5D, we have to start seeing us as being able to share our energy together. And that's what moves us out and brings us together, I think.
You've got all the energy right here, all of it. And if we're not using it, I mean, that's the most valuable thing that you have, is what you have right now inside your love, your heart, your energy. I mean, that you need to be using that now. That is the most valuable thing you're ever going to have. And so start using it to make the world better. I mean, really, what would Jesus do? There you go.
There you go.
There's my religious talk for the day.
Yeah. And then what would you do? Yeah. Flynn said something about, he was talking about the jabs or something, and he said something about parents making decisions instead of doctors and whatever. And it made me think about a lot of that common law stuff, and how they, just like we were saying earlier, why would they treat people? Why would you treat a human that way in the prison, whatever? And really, because they look down on, they are a lesser. Goyim means like cattle or whatever.
Another animal.
The other way that happens is in the financial system, they look at you as children or minors. And so you're not responsible enough because you haven't done the work. You don't know the rules. You're just a minor. So we're going to run roughshod over you, and we're going to use your energy up. And we are the adults in the room. And that's basically the same thing, in a very cleaned up way, but it's still cattle and a master. It's still a slave and a master.
Yeah. We're going to create these rules and put these cattle chutes in and these fences, and you're just going to work within them. And that's just, and if you volunteer into it, it's like, jump the fence, run,
Yeah.
get out of it. Jeez.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. We say that all the time. Nobody's coming to save you. And that is true. No one is going to come to save you, but you can save yourself. That's the beautiful thing. I mean, you just have to want to do it and take action. That's it.
Mhm.
It's a choice. It's all about choices. You have
Yeah.
free will.
Raw Food Writer says, do you think the banking system is really collapsing since silver breaking free?
Gold and silver are signaling something. Now, is it part of a big manipulation? It could be. I mean, when you have bankers coming out saying that, oh, we're going to see $10,000 gold, that gets me a little nervous, thinking about it, because, if they're predicting it, okay, what's the real plan? I think the real plan, this is my opinion, I think the real plan is to usher us into a digital age, a digital system, because everything's digital. It has to be. I mean, it's the most efficient thing out there, digital money. And so, yeah, run the price of this stuff up and maybe pay off the debts with it and clear the debts. Balance the books. I don't know, because you got to look at who holds the gold. Central banks hold the gold. And so if you keep pushing it up, I mean, maybe that corrects a lot of their issues and gets them off the hook. And then you can just collapse the price. I don't know. But I think ultimately it's a digital system that they're rolling out. And you see these wipeouts like last Friday. It's just an opportunity for them to accumulate more of it. They were behind the curve. I was looking at the charts, the long-term charts today. If you look at what happened in running up to 2017, it was a beautiful chart on the crypto market. Just look at Bitcoin, for instance. I mean, it would look like just a perfect, normal chart where the excitement, and it was, I remember being there. It was going up, everybody's buying into it, retail, retail, retail. Then they bring out futures contracts. And then boom, okay, now we can manipulate it. And then if you look at the chart since then, you don't have those beautiful, like perfect run-ups, and then now it's really choppy, and it just seems very manipulated now, because they're in the game. They're in the game now. We had an opportunity to kind of win, in that system, in that digital system, and they realized that. And I mean, the NSA created SHA-256. I mean, so they probably knew it was coming, but I think it got front loaded too much on them, and they weren't prepared for it. But now they are. And that's why you're going to have ETFs. That's why you're going to have they're going to control those digital assets. But I think they want us digital. They have to have us digital if we're going to have this efficient society where everything, can be monitored and tracked and paid in real time. They need a digital framework. They need digital assets. So I think the end game, whether the banks exist or they become custodians of crypto, I don't know. They transform. The end game is digital.
So
Digital money.
Is that some of Trump's language where he's saying we're moving the war from the water to the land?
It could be admiralty law to common law.
Mm-hmm. Because the war is still on.
Oh yeah.
Clearly, there's still a battle there. Like,
I like to hope so, because I mean, you do need to rug the banks. You need to rug those centralized banking systems and take it away. It's just that I don't know. I mean, are they part of this? Or is it a multifaceted war that's going on? That's probably what's happening.
yeah.
Ultimately, and that's, I mean, listen, silver, gold, they're always going to have value. I mean, they're always going to have value. Will they go up forever and be that store of value forever? Probably not. Because if you think about it, I mean, you got a pile of silver or gold, and you want to go somewhere, how are you going to get it there? I mean, you're not you're not able to be very mobile with it. So if that's, in your future, that's going to be kind of difficult.
I still think those ITMs are the way that
And so that's a solution.
Could be repurposed.
Yeah.
To vault your silver using blockchain as a method of validation or whatever. And then you could digitally spend your silver or gold or whatever.
Yeah.
But those ITMs and a banking card, I mean, like Charlie was saying today, my husband was like, look, you can do all that. We were watching Jim Willie. And of course, he's all up in XRP and whatever. Right. So I'm listening to things that people are telling him that are not true. But, and Ripple's making deals, but they have nothing to do with XRP. But anyway, but he's talking about, one day they'll be able to spend this and that. And Charlie's like, you can already do that with your BitPay card.
Right.
I
You
can
spend crypto all over the place.
You can spend crypto anywhere you want as a
Right.
credit card. You have a BitPay
Absolutely.
card. I can go up to any, convenience
You
store.
can do that with a Coinbase card.
Well, there you go.
I mean, if you got a Coinbase account, you've got crypto in there, you got a debit card to where it'll just spend the crypto and pick whichever one you want. I mean, that stuff already exists.
But that's
I mean,
there. Yeah.
and then, it would just be like you said with the gold. I mean, you could vault it. I mean, I guess the downside of that is, people that say the digital framework, oh, it's just a track and trace system. Yeah, it is. It's a public ledger, but it would be the same if you vaulted your gold or silver. I mean, they're going to know what you have. And I mean, you're not necessarily going to get it back. So, I mean, is that a better solution than using digital assets? I mean,
It
that you
might
can
be
control.
the part of your gold and silver that you want vaulted, that
Right.
you want publicly tracked.
Right.
Because you want it tracked for transactions.
Exactly. And you want it liquid. You want to be able to use it. Hey, I'm traveling to Europe for 3 months. I can't take it with me.
Right.
And that's what I got my wealth in. So I'm going to vault it and, I'm going to spend it. I mean, but yeah, I mean, there will be black markets. I mean, people will not go along with this, just like there always are. People, it's like, oh, pay me in cash and, I'll give you a better deal. It's going to be the same thing. So those things won't go away. There's always going to be that value. I mean, again, go back to, it can be chicken eggs for that matter. It can be anything you want it to be.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, I just think the big picture is definitely, technology, digital assets, digital money. And if you're going to be in that system and survive, then you probably want to have digital assets that one, you can hold and then put in and use when you want to, be able to custody yourself and then use them outside that system, peer to peer, with a finite supply, with a network that works and, has never been down for 14 years. I mean, things like that. So I don't know if that answers any questions. Rambling.
No, I think that's good information for sure.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
It is. It's an exciting world. I mean, we make it what we want to make it. I mean, really, let's not be all worried about stuff and live day to day. I mean, things happen on the news. What? I mean, I can't even remember. There's so many things that happen. I'm like, I didn't see it. So, I mean, I did my thing today and did, and didn't stress me out. So, but if you turn on the news, then it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't worry about it too much. I mean, I keep an eye on it because it's interesting for me. But I did think, what did you think about DJ T calling? Oh no, that's an old one. Him, Leon. Where was the one? Oh no, that's old. We talked about the go home to your families in peace thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're just all set up. We're ready for tomorrow is the quote No King's Day. I think everything's in place for them to, if things get out of hand.
Oh yeah, it won't get out of hand at this point.
No, the military will step in
and I mean, aren't people exhausted of that stuff though? I mean, are they still getting paid by Soros to show up? I mean, because how many people are legitimately going to show up to the No Kings rallies? I mean, are they really that upset by what's going on?
That's a great point. They were having one, I guess, an early one last weekend or something. And there was one little old lady sitting in a lawn chair with signs that somebody else had made clearly. Right. And she's just sitting there holding her sign on the corner, like bouncing them up and down. And I was like, that's so sad. But I'm sure she's like, I'm here. I'm getting paid. I don't care.
Right. I mean, really?
Yeah.
I mean, most of those people are paid.
Yeah.
And I mean, how do you rally around? And most of it's, and I hate to do the party thing and the political thing, but most of them, they align with the Democratic philosophies, the Democratic Party and their arms, their agencies. And I mean, how many people really see anything in what Democratic Party says at this point? I mean, that it offers any solutions. I mean, it just doesn't. Yeah. And it's the same old sorry song and dance, it's the other side bad. And I mean, both sides are that way in a lot, but a lot's getting done. I mean, it is, a lot is changing, but I mean, to be that party of just pointing fingers and you know, JB Prickster style. I mean, it's just like it's so worn and so old. And the book has just been read and read and read many times. And, you know, the playbook is just old, just tired of it. Oh, they're wealthy, trying to get out, you know, and hurt the little guy. And it's like JB Prickster goes to Vegas and wins 1.4 million. Oh,
Yeah.
we just found out. Oh, I'm donating that to charity, even though it happened last year. Oh, yeah, I'm donating that to charity now. Yeah,
Well,
that's it.
I wonder what happened to Epstein's lottery winnings after he died.
Yeah, right.
He won a big lottery after he died.
And the whole thing is just it's just ridiculousness.
Yeah.
And I love these billionaires like Prickster. You know, look at his family. I mean, give me a break. The hotel chains, Hyatt's, and all that stuff. You know, billionaires, and then you know to say that it's these billionaires in Congress and these billionaire presidents that are trying to screw you. And I'm like, wait a minute, aren't you a billionaire?
But don't talk
I'm
about it.
supposed to be, though.
Well, speaking of parties, my birthday's the 21st, and I don't have any plans, so maybe we can do a little online birthday party thing and do a little comment watching and have people check in and see. I don't know if you're going to be busy, but
What day is that? The 21st is
it's a Tuesday. Wow.
There you go.
Wow. Didn't Cliff say it would happen on Tuesday?
Well, something big's happening this Tuesday.
Something big. Lisa's going to figure out what year she is.
Yes, maybe you'll figure out how old you are this time.
I don't know.
Since that was in dispute last time.
At this point, what difference does it make?
That's true. That's true.
Okay, this is so sad.
I get older and they stay the same.
Okay. Cannon was 15 this year, and he said he came home, and his dad, I thought, would have a party with, like, he has a bunch of little friends on the street at his dad. So I thought they'd have a party, do something, whatever. And he goes, no, we just had a party with the family, like his grandparents and siblings came over, whatever. And his big brother's wife made him a cake or whatever. He goes, and then we went to the farm. He goes, and Aunt Sonia stuck a candle in my biscuit for breakfast. He goes, you know, it's true what they say. As you get older, you just don't get excited about birthdays anymore. I'm like, dang, dude, you're like 15.
Done. It's over. Santa's not coming this year. No.
I know. So we're going to try to do something. And then he gets here and then I'm not feeling good and all this, but we're going to try to do some fun stuff. So anyway. Yeah.
Dang. It's true what they say.
That's nice. It's people are saying happy birthday. And
there you go. A candle and a biscuit.
A candle and a biscuit. Yes.
What more good you want?
Lamb. Taran. Apparently, I thought I did, but Westwood told me I was wrong.
Yeah, she didn't know how old she was. We had a discussion by the Theta fridge back here.
I was close.
Like I said, what year were you born, and what year is it? Let's do some math.
I don't want to do the maths.
I know, no maths.
No maths.
Just art and beauty. We don't need math and science.
That's right. So it might be fun. We can see if anybody sees the comet or whatever and hang out and do a Tuesday night late thing or something. I don't know.
So this is, I'm trying to see it. Okay. Cool. Bring it. Don't sing it.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. We'll see.
You'll be feeling much better by then.
I will be. I'm so close. I've been taking, Mom found some antibiotics for me, so I've been taking them since Wednesday.
Perfect.
So I should be like even tomorrow morning.
Ready to get out there thrifting.
Oh, Benny, so sweet. Taco Tuesday for Lisa.
Oh, that's true. There you go.
Yeah. So we'll do it before Taco Tuesday because I don't infringe on
the
Taco
thing is, though, we're gonna, instead of the skirt steak, we're gonna have to have filet mignon slices in the tacos.
We have to have filet tacos.
Yeah.
These tacos were great. They
were. It was good.
Yeah. It was delicious.
Well, I thought. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bounce and go have some dinner. But thank you guys for putting up with my circle talking, I don't know, comic face and Westwood's handsome smile and his manly beard. It covers up your dimples though.
I know a little bit. I need to shave it down a little bit, maybe more.
There you go.
I don't know. It's kind of rough now. I'm debating whether or not to keep the hair growing.
Really? Do you
I
not
don't.
like?
I don't know. I mean, the hair.
Oh, any hair?
Yeah. I mean, letting it grow like I did last year and just kind of let it grow wild. I
Oh.
may do that over the winter. I haven't decided yet. The beard I'll keep semi-trimmed. It's kind of at the point where I just need to trim it again, and I'd like once a week.
Mhm.
I don't want it too long and scraggly. It's kind of getting there. But the hair, I'm kind of debating. I'm at the point where it's kind of I need to trim the sides now, or I'm just gonna let it go. So I don't
Those
know.
weird ball caps. Yeah.
We're
It's
gonna see.
almost beanie time. So
I know, and since the weather is gonna get cooler, I'm thinking, why not? Maybe I'll just let it grow out over the winter.
yeah.
I'll be a wild man. Look out!
Look out. All right, guys.
Look out!
Thanks for joining us. Make sure to check out both of our sites. And there are great resources over at clintwestwood.net for people that might be new to crypto. There's great education resources and lots of links that you can check out. So definitely visit clintwestwood.net. See you all soon. Love to you all. Happy Friday.